going on? I'm Arch Manning, Viore athlete and college quarterback. Whether I'm running, training, traveling, or just unwinding at home, I love doing it in my core shorts from Viore. With a breathable boxer brief liner, they're quick to dry, super versatile, and stand up to even my most intense training sessions. Plus, they come in 3 inseams and a ton of colors. Ready to try a pair? Go to viore.com/arch and get 20% off at checkout. I think you're going to love them as much as I do. That's VUORI.com/ARCH and get 20% off your first order. Exclusions apply. Visit the website for full terms and conditions. Not only will you receive 20% off your first purchase, but enjoy free shipping on any U.S. orders over $75 and free returns. Have a great day.
Faraday presenta Ojos con Alergia y Picazón contra el Jardinero. Y el ganador es Faraday Extra Fuerte. Para aliviar la picazón de los ojos por alergia, actúa más rápido y supera a Claritin y Flonase aún a las 24 horas. Faraday, adelante.
Savaged. Real talk. No filter on Savaged Unfiltered. Savaged.
New show logo and everything. Same name, Savaged Unfiltered, but just, new show logo and everything else. So, just bear with us, guys, as, we kind of, go through another transition phase. Wow. Coffee level, get in there. Shaky yelling at me in my ear. A lot of us at the studio here are kind of lackey today. Yes, if you've been noticing, guys, no, it's not a new microphone. I hope I'm coming in pretty clear. I have, my really, really nice $350 mic that I like bringing into the studio. It's my personal mic. No, it's not Shaky's. It's not anyone's here in the studio. It's mine. I bring it in all the time when I travel to the studio here. So this morning, when I was getting ready to come on over, I forgot the damn microphone. So, now I'm stuck using one of the microphone from the studio here that we normally do for voiceover and other work here. So yeah, Shaky was like looking at me. He's like, "Where the fuck is your damn microphone?" I'm like, I forgot it. It happens, guys. I'm sorry. But, it is what it is. Other than that, guys, welcome in. I'm Michael Gardner here, the host of the show, Savaged Unfiltered. Where to start, guys? Where to start? Also, before we start, I encourage some of the listeners, some of the viewers here to get those comments in. I don't care. You want to make fun of me about my microphone? Get. I don't care. Shaky will plug it in. Oh, hopefully not. Don't plug out all of them in, Shaky. God, give me a break for goodness sakes. But welcome in, guys. Thank you very much for joining us here. Yes, we got basically a good presence joining us here on X. So thank you very much. Hit this QR code here. If you're not a follower here of Savaged Unfiltered on X, on Twitter, guys, scan the QR code, guys, and join the conversation. I welcome it. Got a lot going on and a lot to talk about here on the program. So, what is going on with the media? The media are losing their minds. They're using this new narrative now on social media pertaining to Donald Trump and JD Vance, calling them weird. They're just weird, right? I notice every media outlet out there, Fox, well, not so much Fox, a little bit of Fox, CNN, MSNBC, all of them, late night talk hosts, they're all just going along with the narrative of Trump and JD Vance is weird. They're weird. They're weird. They're weird. They're weird. They're weird. They're weird. Like, what is going on here? Check out this video here with you know who We'll plug it in here. Shaky, please.
Please welcome to the program, Pete Buttigieg.
Talk about piping in the audience cheers, huh? Good grief.
That is all the time we have.
Yeah, you notice, thank you, Shaky, putting the pause on. Yeah, we have to pause the Daily Show. Jon Stewart. You know, you notice, my God, man, I've never seen any show on television literally have like a lengthy set of cheers coming in. Right? Yeah, man, they had to pipe that in. They had to, you know, because, you know, when the cameras don't show the actual crowd, right? They'll show like little glimpse of them, you know, throughout the, you know, the broadcast there of shows. Mainly here, we're focusing on the Daily Show, right? But my God, man, the lengthy set of crowds, like, yeah, yeah, yeah. Come on, guys. If that's not, you know, fakery, I don't know what is. But let's listen to more of this clown show, because I'm kind of curious. There we go. Get the words in, Michael. What Pete Buttigieg has to say here. Check this out.
Are tuning in
right.
Faith. And so in the same way that, you know, back when I was running for president, I kind of specialized in counties that had voted for Obama and then for Trump. That's how I won Iowa, really, was partly through that kind of outreach and finding people who are not hardcore partisans, but do usually get their information in a very certain and I would argue very narrow way. I have a chance to, as long as they'll have me on, I have a chance to pop that, you know, puncture that bubble.
Michael Gardner, Uncut.
Will you be at home in Michigan? Will you be somewhere and someone that you know is more red partisan will say to you, hey, I caught you on?
Yeah, I mean, literally happened to me today. And to be clear,
oh, shut up. Get this off. Look at this. Blow it up, please, Shaky. Look at his face expressions. It says it all, guys. You know, when I was running for president, I tried. Shut up. Shut up. You haven't done a damn thing. What have you done? Your whole administration, Pete, is a laughingstock. The Democrats, folks, are literally in distress mode. I said this last night on my space. I had a space here on X, guys, for those who are viewing us on Facebook, on the other platforms, Rumble. I did a space, guys, last night on X, okay, with you know, my good buddy Alex and a few other people that usually come in. And we had this individual by the name of Roosevelt. I'm not going to plug the whole fucking name because he's an idiot, going on with just nonsense of rhetoric, you know, playing that Green Party independent playbook scenario that they normally do. You know, going into the difference between Donald Trump and other past administrations. And then including parts of the space basically giving Biden credit. And then blaming, get this, guys, blaming that Biden couldn't tackle the inflation at first because of COVID. It was all COVID's fault. Yeah, COVID was to be the blame. Guys, this is the sick rhetoric that you see. Yeah. The sick derangement, not only from the Democratic Party, but the left alone. I want to use the left because, this individual I had in my space last night was a supporter of the Green Party. And then I go to ask him a question. I'm like, what is the Green Party? Not that I'm stupid or anything like that, but I'm always curious on what people have to say about that, right? Their own definition or what their own personal view is on party alignments and movements towards that, right? He says, well, the Green Party basically, and he was like kind of slurring his words a little bit as he was coming in. So I guess he wanted to make sure he was kind of, saying it correctly. So he didn't screw up, Well, the Green Party is basically to help out the middle class and for the middle class. I'm like, what? I didn't say that at first. Like, what? But I'm thinking it, right? I'm having like a blind moment. I'm like, what? Even my buddy Alex was in the space, and he's like, huh? He's probably thinking the same thing. Guys, I love X. I love the platform here. I love how Elon Musk has given us the expression to express ourselves here. But my God, the trolls, they still exist, man. They still exist on this platform. My buddy up in Detroit, Joseph M. Leonard, I'm going to give him a plug, fairness. He gave me a plug on his show earlier this week. So thank you very much, Joseph, for basically plugging me and plugging my book there, America's Political Warfare, Our Modern Civil War, which is available on Amazon, guys. If you check that out, just go over to my author's page there on Amazon, Michael Gardner. Look for my nice little happy little mug, and you'll be able to find me. If not, we'll put in the show notes, guys. We always do. We'll put it in the chat. There you go. Shaky. Put in the chat if you can. Sometime during this broadcast. But, this is the idiocy that you see. The crazy derangement of trolls that come in your space. Now, am I afraid of these people that come in? Am I afraid of the narrative? No, I'm not afraid of the narrative because I'm not a supporter of the Democratic Party that is going to go to a narrative calling everybody weird. Yeah, that's the new thing now with the Democrats, or at least, the shift, right? Because when we say Democrats now there's a political shift between the race now from the Democrats, right? You have a geriatric old man that's still in power as president, known as Joe Biden. And then you have a cackling idiot that just doesn't know when to stop laughing running for president, which happens to be a former hooker back in the day from Montel Williams. You didn't know that, huh? Yeah. Oh, yeah. Go look it up. Oh, boy. Look it up. She used to sit front row at a lot of his events, in the 90s. When he was on TV and everything. And she would, do the little, the pitches. I think it was hilarious. But, what is going on with this society today? My God. Has everyone gone mad? Seriously. More of this idiocy. Check out more of this Pete Buttigieg fella.
Vibes, a lot of it is style. But if your party has been systematically against unions, against a higher minimum wage, against things like paid family leave, against overtime, then just because you found Hulk Hogan and Kid Rock and put him on stage doesn't make you a friend of the working man, right? Like, the substance actually matters.
Well, I would only say it does make you a friend of the working man in the 80s. So I think that was helpful. Do you, in terms of that, I wonder, ever since
I have a question.
And I think,
do you listen to the vocabulary that comes out of your mouth? Because, you had to put Hulk Hogan in to hype it up. Come on. If Hoaxster was here listening to you, you freaking idiot, he would be basically telling you, let me tell you something, brother. Idiots. Morons. They're idiots. My God. Jesus. So, I want to get more into what I'm going to be discussing here on the program, guys. But, before we do that, it's coming up, right? Right at it's there. Shaky telling me. Yeah, it's there. What time is it, guys? It's Savage time. Scan this QR code, guys. And the next time, your wife or your boss, right, putting their hand on their wrist and yelling at you, saying that you're late. Well, give them an excuse. Tell them you live on Savage time, not average time. What time is it? Savage time. Scan the QR code today, guys. Jump over to savagearmy.com and check out a vast majority of all our merchandise. You're going to love it, guys. Really, really. Also want to thank a great sponsor here, the official sponsor. That's right, guys, of Savaged Unfiltered. Blackout Coffee, guys. At Blackout Coffee, you are going to get what it's known for. Coffee for today's warriors, America's warriors. Use this promo code SAVAGED for 15% off your order at checkout, and you're going to save tremendous amounts of savings. Not only do I want to thank Blackout Coffee because they are the official sponsor here on the show, but I want to thank people that have been checking them out, right? So check out their amazing products, Brutal Awakening. That's right, guys. 2A guns and gadgets. Some of my favorites. They are available in Keurig as well as regular coffee grinds. They just literally, right, Shaky? They just literally released a latte drink. It's in a can form. We've been putting that out all over social media, including my X account here, Facebook and X and other platforms with the Keurig code and how you can pre-order and everything else. So check them out, guys. Amazing, amazing products coming out of Blackout Coffee. And which happens to be a non-woke company. So hat tip to Blackout Coffee for representing that mantle of a label. Non-woke. I love it. I really do. Back to the show, guys. So, what does everybody think of these, these celebrities, these late night talk shows just losing their minds? Losing their freaking minds. And then on top of that, aside from the Democratic Party, because, we were just talking about cackling Kamala Harris. She happened to be up in Atlanta. That's right. Kamala Harris this past week just visited the Peach State up there in downtown Atlanta. And I like how, they did this on purpose, folks, to try to kind of show the audience and the people on TV that were, watching the rally, if you want to call it that, powwow get together, stupid shit. And they put it in the corner. They set up her stage right in the corner of the convention center there in Atlanta. And I'm like, that's kind of interesting. Like, why would they do that? I know why. Because the camera angle will show what Hollywood magic that she's got a lot of people that were showing up, right? She's mimicking the same presence that Donald Trump can do in stadiums, arenas, and usually big fields that he goes to, right? Guys, does anybody take this woman serious? Does anybody know her record? I want to plug in this video here with just the last 48 hours of what people are seeing through the differences of Donald Trump and Kamala Harris. Check this out, guys.
All right, Matt, and back here at home, primary election results are coming in out of Arizona that could shape the balance of power in Congress in November. Carrie Lake won the Republican nomination for Senate, setting up a battle against Democratic Congressman Ruben Gallego. Lake was backed by former President Donald Trump and says she's willing to debate Gallego before November. Tomorrow, voters in Tennessee are also heading to the polls as well. Now, they will decide who's moving on to the general election for the Senate and a handful of House seats as well. And now to that presidential election. Vice President Kamala Harris is expected to be formally nominated as a Democratic presidential candidate with a virtual roll call starting tomorrow. Today, though, she's heading to Texas for the third time this month. Harris is also expected to announce her running mate by next Tuesday. A new report coming out of Politico shows her first public appearance with that pick, whoever that is, will be in Philly next week. After that, they will visit several other battleground states.
Yeah. She's going to be picking her VP, right? I just announced that, she was in Atlanta. She's going to Texas, I believe they just said, right? But what is anybody's thoughts with this possible running mate that's going to be selected by Harris? You think it's going to be a woman? You think it's going to be a man? Let's go by woman first. Is it going to be a white woman? Is it going to be a black woman? Is it going to be a Hispanic woman? A man? Will it be vice versa? Black, white, Hispanic, Asian? Who the hell knows who she's going to be picking? But if she picks somebody, well, then we can go back to her and say, well, Kamala, you're just weird for picking these people, all right? Because that's what they're doing. It's nonsense, really is. So let's listen to more of this charade of a circus. That's what it is, folks. It's a charade. It's utterly funny as hell.
And also Arizona. Meantime, former President Donald Trump will be in Pennsylvania today for the first time since surviving the assassination attempt in Butler earlier this month. Now he's holding a rally. It's going to be outside in Harrisburg, but Trump has also promised to continue holding outdoor events as well. His running mate, Ohio Senator J.D. Vance, is wrapping up a trip in Nevada. It's his first time there after being selected as VP nominee, and he didn't hold back, attacking Harris and her record as vice president.
She unleashed the worst border crisis in American history on her watch. In 3.5 years, more than 10 million illegal aliens have invaded our countries. Fewer cops on patrol and no guns to protect yourselves. If Kamala Harris wins, we are going to be sitting ducks in this country.
Vance also promised to start the largest.
We are going to be sitting ducks in this country.
If his ticket wins, the focus
don't you understand that?
On the border. When Vance takes a trip to the Arizona-Mexico border
Get rid of it. I'm tired of hearing the rhetoric. Focus on what we need to be focused on in this country, guys. I'm so fired up. I'm losing my damn speech. We should be focusing on immigration. We should be focusing on, man, my voice. Right? border immigration. We should be focusing on economy. We should be focusing on everything that this country is going through. We need a secure border. We need controlled immigration because it's out of freaking control. We need culture back in this nation, right? Well, you're going to say, well, Savage, if you want controlled immigration, how the hell do you get culture? No. I want people to come into this nation legally. I want them to respect our culture, respect our principles as a nation. That's what I want in this nation. You're not seeing that. So I want all that on the ballot, right?
Savaged with Michael Gardner on Spotify.
Why is that hard to ask for? Why cannot people not deliver? I just don't understand it. Yeah, I'm a little fired up today, but I'm showing true passion. I'm showing true persona because this is nonsense of what's going on. Completely nonsense. And yet alone, people are going to attack Donald Trump for doing everything that I just labeled. He wants a closed border. He wants controlled immigration. He wants legal immigration, not illegal, legal. He wants strong jobs. He wants the jobs to come back into the nation. But let alone all these idiots on social media are going to say, no, he wants World War III. No. He's a racist. He's a homophobe. He's against gay people. It's just the fucking distractions of what the hell they're trying to do. Seriously. I'm fired up, guys. I'm pissed off because I'm seeing a nation right now known as the United States melting down. If there's not enough of us, guys, then the fight, basically, we lose. I constantly say over and over and over again, guys, I'm getting tired. I'm sounding like a broken record. I'm tired right now. I don't know if you guys can see that or, realize that or recognize that through this broadcast, but I'm tired because I'm tired of fighting and I'm tired of people not joining the fight and saving their nation. That's what I'm getting tired of. And you should be too. It's time, folks. It's time. Now look at this next clip here with Kari Lake. If you notice this, she just won Arizona State GOP nomination. Yeah. Do we have that clip, Shaky? I'm sorry, but I didn't mean to yell at you, but I mean, you got people that chime into the broadcast and they're trying to spam it. I'm talking about saving our nation. I'm not talking about clowns on the fucking internet. Trolls. Going back to earlier in my freaking conversation in the broadcast. But check out what Kari Lake is referring to with all of this here, this huge fight for America.
A lot of heroes in this room. I see a few of my personal heroes. Floyd, I see you over there. I see so many members of my team who have worked so hard over the last 10, 11 months to make sure that we are running a great campaign for the people of this great state. Thank you for being heroes. How many of you are door knockers the last couple months through 115-degree heat? Wait, raise your hand if you've been a door knocker. Okay, those are the real heroes because it's about 115 degrees and they've been knocking on 900 doors every single day. I love you guys. Thank you so much. I see our donors, people who reached deep into their pockets. Some pulled $20 out, and that was difficult because, let's face it, we're living in Bidenomics and it's not working out very well. And then there's people who pulled a lot more than that out, and I appreciate every one of you. You truly are American heroes. And I'm going to go real personal here with my favorite heroes, which is my husband, Jeff. I just saw him disappear somewhere. He's my, there he is, right here. Say hi to Jeff. He's awesome.
You know, guys, you know what she's talking about with those doorknob knockers, right? You know what she's talking about? Those are the people, mainly, some of them are volunteers, right? Some. I mean, we might have some circumstances that some get paid, but most of them are volunteers. You know, they go from door to door to door, and you know, they're getting the word out. You know, whether it's for Kari Lake or, you know, for President Trump or anything that regards the Republican, anything Republican. And they get the word out that way. Those are the real heroes, guys, because those are the true warriors that are fighting for America, including people like delegates and representatives that are sick and tired of what they're seeing in America. Those are the true heroes, and I applaud them. I really do. I want to focus a little bit more on, what we're talking about here on the program today, guys, because, you know, what you're seeing is an underlining destruction of American values and principles. We're fed up. We're concerned for our nation. And we want to save our nation. At least some of us do. The ones that are talking nonsense about Donald Trump are the ones that are brainwashed and manipulated. Guys, stop focusing on those idiots and start focusing on what you truly believe for America. If you want a better country, then do it, damn it. Do it. If you want better jobs, then voice out. Do it. Stop battling with these pundits of idiots on the internet. Go to hearings. Because the more we do that, the more we're going to win, guys. Seriously. Just think about that. The more we fight, the more we win. The less we fight, the less we win. Because then we're giving them the upper hand, meaning the Democrats and the leftists and any liberal independent that supports the same base. Seriously. It's time to fight back, guys. It's time. The door is closing on America. Seriously. It's closing. You have to see that. I'm willing to fight. I fight every single day on my show. Even if I'm tired or burnt out, I still fight. I still go into spaces. I still run spaces on X. I still do other programs, other interviews when I can. My other line of work. I fight. I want to save it. So, guys, with Progressive, better insurance starts here. 4 out of 5 new consumers recommend Progressive. Better policies, better benefits for the insurer. Switch over to Progressive, guys. You're going to get great insurance, okay? And you're going to get on-time delivery by their promises. What do I mean by that? Well, most of the time when you call customer service, you're on the phone for, God knows how long, 4, 5, 6 hours until you get a live agent. Or sometimes, it's all automated. With Progressive, no. The agents are snap of a finger. Hello, Mr. or Mrs. Can I help you? That's what I love about Progressive. And you should too. Progressive Insurance. Love them. So, guys, as we kind of close up, oh, God, where to start? the fight needs to continue, guys, because it's now or never. And what the hell happened? Shaky, there we go. Sorry about that, guys. We put these lights in, and they dim out on us. So don't ever do that again, man. Or was that the call for me to like, okay, Savage, you said enough. Time to end this show. I think that was my new cue-in now. Well, you want to edit that out for Spotify? No, don't edit that out. Just keep that right in. Because it shows realness of me. But I think that's like the I think that's the what the hell they call that? Help me out, guys. Oh God, it's been an early morning for me. I need my blackout coffee. Is that my cue to like, okay, gotta wrap it up? That's gonna be the blackout cue for me to wrap up the show. Okay, let's go with it. Anyway, guys, just let me know when you do that next time. Anyway, guys, thank you very much for tuning in. As you see, guys, the fight continues, and so should you. Stop listening to these woke idiots like Jon Stewart and other idiots that are just going along with the bandwagon. Because they did it in 2016, and they're going to try to do it in 2024. And don't allow them to do it, guys. Thanks very much. Take it easy. And remember, guys, this week is going to be the last week we're doing podcasting. I'm not quitting or anything like that. I'm just taking a little break. I have other things I have to do. So in 2 weeks, guys, we'll be back on the regular airwaves of Spotify and iHeart, Apple, all the others, Rumble, including our video formats here on X and Facebook and all that. But about 2 weeks, guys, we'll be back on right around August 15th through the 18th. You'll see the next episode. But after the episode that airs, our audio episode that airs on Spotify for Thursday, and then a quick little bonus series for Saturday. That's it for 2 weeks. So, but we'll be doing some X spaces in between. So don't think that, you won't get any content, but just wanted to throw that in there, guys. Other than that, thanks very much for tuning in, and take it easy, guys. Be savage, not average. Until next time. Later.